The Quinn School was an extraordinary collaborative effort between the staff, the boards, the business community and our alumni. It came from an original idea from the then Dean, Professor Frank Bradley, taken over by his successor, Philip Burke. The money was raised by the then chairman of the Smurfit School, Lawrence Crowley, from the business community, led of course by Lachlan Quinn.
I mean, education is fundamental to a society. It's fundamental for business. And I think the Quinn School has a part to play in that.
And we were delighted that Lachlan and Brenda Quinn came on board to give us the support, the financial support, the guidance and the leadership that gave us this opportunity to build this marvellous place we're in today.
The inspiration behind the Quinn School, you see, it came from the faculty who wanted to bring education, and in particular business education, onto the next level. So they came up with the idea of a business school for undergraduates. They went around the world having a look at what the situation was going to be. And that inspiration was largely of the professional educators. Like, I was a participant, but I wasn't an instigator or anything of that nature. This was done by the faculty.
We would create a mini revolution in undergraduate education with small group teaching, and particularly with an emphasis on technology, on the emerging technologies.
You have to come here and be prepared to learn. You have to be prepared to want to learn. You have to be prepared to want to think about issues. You have to become critical thinkers.
What we needed here was to provide space in the building where students could learn in a group fashion, in independent fashion, outside the classroom.
Ireland is renowned for the quality of its education. And schools like the Quinn School are one of those key educational establishments that help us maintain that reputation internationally.
There are two ingredients in world-class education. One is facilities, buildings, etc., and the other is intellectual capital. And they have to, in a sense, go hand in hand.
This building has contributed something really special to our faculty as it was and school as it is.
A completely transformed working environment for the students and for the staff.
It's so airy, it's so pleasant. One of the things I really like is, for example, that the restaurant facilities and the conveniences are all shared between staff and student. There's very little distinction in the building between staff and students. We're on completely a one-on-one. So if I go into the restaurant for my lunch, I'm sitting there and students come over and engage me in conversation and that, which I really like.
Very international, very broad in terms of kind of topics that are taught and about which there is research being done. And this is very interesting for me.
The most profound difference that I see in the Quinn School today, and I use the word internationalisation in a very broad sense, the internationalisation of the student body and the internationalisation of the staff.
I was able to study in one of the best language universities in China first, and then the best university in China, which is Beijing University.
Because the Quinn School is quite famous in Europe, so I think that's why so many people come here to study.
你好，你好吗？我很好。你的电话号码是多少？ I asked for your phone number. So, yeah.
Things that I had learned here, we hadn't learned back at home, so definitely brought a different aspect back to my home university.
The Quinn School of Business has been one of the leading providers of distance learning and part-time education in Ireland in the business field.
There's a greater need than ever for graduates that think in new and different ways.
In terms of innovation and enterprise, we want our students to see themselves as change agents, to see themselves as having a role in creating employment, and to see themselves as people who have an effect on the world.
I wanted to do this course because I thought it would give me an awful lot more fresh energy, some new ideas, that would help me with my company, and really has helped.
And one of the things that the Quinn School really offers is the fact that everything has been done in a business type environment. It's been done on computers, it's been done using all the correct programs. So when they come in, they've got the fundamental foundations of education to go straight in and be productive from day one.
The role of business in society, and we think this is more and more important in the current context.
Over 300 Quinn School students have helped over 75 charities and non-profitable organisations to complete really valuable business projects.
We've developed a personal development portfolio which goes right from first year up until graduation, and within that we allow students to think about areas that they need to develop more and to focus on, say, extracurricular activities or parts of the modules they're doing, or teamwork or presentations that allow them to build those skills.
And I think the people who come out from Quinn always strike us of having that little bit extra. They have received a great education and they've got some great experiences under their belt, which I think, you know, is very important when we look at the graduates from right across the island.
We've been working very hard with the leading employers. We're placing a lot of interns with companies now, and we're seeing very strong graduate outcomes, which is very gratifying. So our students are getting fantastic jobs.
Like, you do a lot of group work, a lot of presentations, so you get a lot of practical skills for the business environment, which I'm finding out now where actually it's really good to have them coming in. Like, I don't feel like I hit the ground running because I have those.
Well, we got the fantastic opportunity of having lots of the great students of the Quinn School join us in KPMG. It's been a great source of getting very bright people who are ambitious, who are knowledgeable about business and interested in getting a top-class business education, and they'll be able to get our hands, be able to talk to those people and get them to come and work at KPMG is a great opportunity for us.
Probably wouldn't be here today if I hadn't gone to an event in Quinn, and it's great to see employers and things like that coming in. It's a really great opportunity too.
And some of our now most high-performing directors, senior managers and partners have come from the Quinn Business School.
We're a very big school here and we're very proud of it, and we've many students, but each one of them is important to us.
One of the areas, of course, that the Quinn School would be very recognised for would be the level of student support.
I'm there as a support to students who are having difficulties, not just academically, but maybe personal issues.
The school has a real buzz about it. It's here 10 years and it has a real sense of vitality to it. A great place to work and study. Lábra fé washe the Scoil Gnóí Quinn.
Happy birthday to the Quinn School.
Happy birthday, Quinn School. Happy 10th birthday to the Quinn School of Business.
Happy 10th birthday to the Quinn Business School.
Happy birthday to the Quinn School.
Happy anniversary to the Quinn School.
Tanti auguri, Quinn Business School.
Happy birthday to the Quinn Business School.
Happy anniversary to the Quinn School.
Happy birthday indeed.